Hello Gemini, I am Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do your classic Lenormand card reading for the month of June. We have no preset goal, we just follow the cards and see where this is leading. But mostly if we follow the cards, an important topic for you for this month is soon to come out. So Gemini, here we go for your classic Lenormand card reading for the month of June. Hello Gemini, and welcome to your card reading, your Lenormand card reading for the month of May. Excuse me. As your first card here, on your person, we see the cross. The cross here on the central card here, it means mostly there is a protection upon us, on our person. On the other side, it means also that we are guided, and of course, patience comes with this card, and mostly we are aware of this patience, and also this is the card of responsibility. So probably we are confronted with certain responsibilities in our life. And these responsibilities might be quite serious, or we need to have a responsible attitude. Here with this card also, we must have faith into a higher power. This is what we see here, but mostly this comes quite natural. We have faith that we can solve the problems here. Also, we need to see that we keep our objectives, that we stay like neutral, objective insights here. This is what we are seeing here. We need to focus here on certain things and see how they really are. But mostly with the key in the middle, if there are certain problems in your life, you are easy to solve them, because the key is actually the problem solver of all cards. Anyway, if there are difficulties, we need to find a way here and decide how exactly what road we will take, or how we will handle certain problems, and they might be quite burdensome. This is what we are seeing. But mostly with the cross, there's no other choice than accepting these problems. Also, it means that the problems that we are facing are on time. The cross never comes before its time. So it means in general that we can handle these problems. And here, since you have the key in the middle, also solutions will be offered to you here. Anyway, it's possible also that you are confronted with certain values in your life, the influence of certain values here. It's possible also that certain principles that we are having here are weighing on us. This is what we are seeing here. But what this card also tells us is on this authenticity. It means that we personally develop in certain directions in our life. We will encounter important lessons in our life here, and mostly with the cross, there is some pressure upon us for accepting these personal developments. Anyway, this is not an easy card, but it's a card of learning. Then as the central card here, we see the key. As I said here, this is a positive card that we are seeing here. Mostly we are bright, we are capable for finding solution. Also others, they see that we are aware of the problems and they know we can solve the problems here. Gemini is a smart sign, and this card is actually a very good card for Gemini. They know how to use their head for solving certain problems in our life. If you search for answers or for solutions with the key, we are mostly easy to find them. Then we're going to mirror the cards. We have the cross and the garden here. The cross and the garden here, it tells us mostly that we are having a job and that we like the job that we are doing. It's like the job is destined to be. It's possible also, if you are not in a relationship, that somebody would come in your life. And this could be, as they say, by chance, but mostly with the cross, it's not really a chance. It's like it's destined to be here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that you meet this person in a spiritual community, religious community. This is what we are seeing here, because sometimes the cross also represents those things. Maybe you go in meditation, a meditation area, or a religious area, and there you could meet a certain person in your life that is important for you. Anyway, sometimes also it could point that we have a certain cultural burdens upon us here. This is what we are seeing here, but mostly we are supported here by a certain group that we belong to. There will be also several public religious meeting that we are engaging in here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also we don't necessarily like to be in the public eye. Maybe we like to be more on the background related to spirituality, religion here. We don't literally want to expose, but maybe for some reason we need to expose this, or we need to be in the public eye. It's possible also that if we have a lot of spiritual knowledge, religious knowledge, this knowledge is tested by the public. This is what we are seeing here, but there will be a lot of social, religious duties here that could be upon us here. There's like an ideology that we belong to. This is what we are seeing here. For some people also, it could be that they have a quite strict approach towards religion or spirituality here. In some cases, but of course it will not apply on everybody, this could be that we have very strict point of view, and for then the more extreme people, they could have literally have a dogmatic point of view on certain areas in their life. Then we are going to mirror the bottom cards here. We have the tree and the house here. The tree and the house, it tells us here that if we have a job at home, this home job probably is about to transform. It's possible also there are certain delays because we have the coffin here in the middle, and it's possible that these things, if we work at home, they are a little bit delayed, or they are transferring. Also, with the coffin in the middle, we need to take care of our health. It's important with the coffin in the middle that we eat healthy, that we do regular checkups here. This is what we are seeing here. We need to literally cultivate healthy habits, healthy lifestyle here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we could also investigate our family tree. We could search some family members of ourselves here with the combination, and mostly the coffin is a very good card for investigation, because the coffin, she goes quite deep into certain points of the area where she is looking for. Anyway, you need to should also double check your house if everything is okay in your house. This is what we are seeing here also. And here we see also that we need to see if our house is like there's not too much humidity in the house. This is also, we need to see that the house is healthy for us. Or maybe we are confronted with certain home repairs, or we are upgrading the house. This is what we are seeing here. But if we take care of our health here, mostly this works out well. Anyway, we see here also with these two cards then specifically, mostly we like to be in nature. We live close to nature here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this points, if we are doubting our own stability, we need to look inside ourselves. We need to reflect, because here this card, these three cards tell us that the stability is actually inside ourselves, and we find it there. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. We could also, with this combination here, could be quite solid, not easy to change our mind in some areas of our life. Also, we are very protective concerning our home and our privacy. This is what these cards tell us here with this combination of cards. Anyway, if you experience some problems here, sometimes also it means that we are investigating in certain problems in our life. This could be that we are experiencing some stress in our life. Maybe some of you experience some psychological problems here that you are facing, or psychological problems due to stress. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But we need to take very good care here of our body here. Also, sometimes this points that we are quite rooted in our past. Our ancestors, our family, they have a big influence on us here. Sometimes also it points a little bit that we are conservative and that we like to stay the way we are here. Sometimes we are unable or not easy to change on certain situations in our life. Then we Then we're going to go in the horizontal lines. We have the cross and the clovers here. The cross and the clovers here, it tells us that we need to have faith. We take a leap of faith. There is a guidance upon us, a protection, as I mentioned earlier here. This is actually, the clovers is the lucky card of the deck. So it means there is a divine protection over you, or you are protected in some way from above, whatever that may mean to you. If you are not spiritual or not religious, there's some kind of protection here over you. Also, even if our burdens or our responsibilities are heavy, with this card, we are more easy to accept certain responsibilities, because the clovers, they tend to give us a lighter approach. This is what we are seeing here. Also, if you have certain problems, they will be easy resolved. Actually, also sometimes this combination tells us the problems that we are facing could point out later on to be a stroke of luck. So if you are confronted with certain problems, you need to solve these problems. This could actually later on be a form of luck that comes in your life. It's like a lucky charm here that we are seeing here. If you see that things go well for you, sometimes also we test how far our luck is going. Mostly also, this is a very good combination for having a strong health. But as I said, we need to be healthy, eat healthy. It's very important here to do so here. Here we see here, there are opportunities to grow as a person, because we are confronted with certain problems in our life. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Also, try to be lenient towards certain problems. Don't get too fixed. Try to be flexible. Then we have the clovers and the garden. As I said, this points to a chance meeting with a certain person or somebody in your life. And this meeting that you are about to have with this person will be very beneficial for you here. It's possible with this meeting that you even a wish is fulfilled with that kind of meeting. There will also come social opportunities here for you. If you are sometimes also in the groups that we are functioning in, we could be quite popular. Even a little bit famous here. People like to be have around us in the social groups that we are functioning in, or in the religious or spiritual groups that we are functioning here with this combination. Sometimes also it points that we need to be careful with certain opinions. Maybe there is an involvement here in social behavior that is compromised. We need to be careful here that we are not compromised in certain social behaviors, or people don't try to expose us with certain behaviors here. We need to be careful with this here in the group that we are functioning here with this card. Sometimes this points to doubling in networking, internet here. This is what we are seeing here. Certain things that are made public, you will agree to, but with others, sometimes we need to be careful. This is a double combination. Then we have the child, the key, and the mice. The child and the key here, it points that we have curiosity in life, positive curiosity. We could be very inquisitive about certain areas in our life. If you have certain losses in your life, because we have the mice here, you will be quite inquisitive where these losses come from. You will look for it. And it's a good thing to do that you attend if you have certain losses, because we need to find out with the mice where certain losses are coming from. Because if you don't attend the mice, the problems tend to get bigger. One mice becomes 5, 5 becomes 20. So you will literally need to find out what is the problem here with this combination. But this combination also, it tells us we become smarter regarding losses, regarding delays. If we have a lot of stress, we also, if we meditate, we learn how to handle certain stresses in our life. This is what we are seeing here. But the first two here, it points to that we have optimism even in difficult times here. We have like a kind of winning attitude here. This is what we are seeing here. We could be also in some areas of our life being a little bit vulnerable here. In certain areas of your life, there could be some changes, like a new start here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also we ask ourselves what is important for ourselves. It's like we put priorities in our life. This is what we are seeing here. If we have children also, we will be quite understanding with our children, and sometimes it means also that our children could be a little bit under the weather. Maybe there's a flu or something here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Anyway, there will be coming more understanding from your person in some areas of your life regarding to children. You might take first steps to help them in certain areas here. Maybe you feel your children need to be helped, or you help your children. This is what we are seeing here in certain areas from their life that they are new in. Also, sometimes this points that we in some areas of our life we feel more liberated, or we take the first steps towards liberation. Then we have the key and the mice. If there are certain losses in your life, as I said, there could be, we will overcome these losses. If there were failures, you will overcome the failures or the hard times that you are having here. If you had some failure, or you need to recover something, or something need to be corrected, this points that this goes more easy. If you see that there would be certain losses coming to you due to certain circumstances in your life, you will be smart to avoid them. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Though the other side, because everything has two sides, we need to be careful here sometimes with our personal belongings, because sometimes this combination, it tells us also that we could be vulnerable for something that is stolen from us, that is taken from us. We need to be careful here that we don't get uninvited guests in our home, literally sometimes thieves. So be careful, see that all your doors are locked well here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Don't be too open for sharing certain information also online, because we know if we post something online, sometimes we have people looking at certain posts with other reasons than for social contacts. You know exactly what I mean here. Anyway, we see here also that we need to be careful. This is then the other side, that if we have certain ideas, we need to see that these ideas that we are about to implement, that they have foundation. We need to check the foundations of idea, because here we see the foundations, the house's foundations. So be sure that if you implement new ideas in your life, they are solid. Double check everything, investigate. This is a wise thing to do before you make certain decisions here in your life. And then we come in the third horizontal line. We have the tree, the coffin, and the house here. The tree and the coffin here. If you take care of your health here, this points to a recovery of our health. We become more vital. We become more alive here. We become more rooted. Probably also you will go more out for breeding. Maybe you go more into forests here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also it points that we are considering for go into group meetings for talking about certain problems, and certain people will choose for going to a psychologist or a doctor here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, if you have too much stress here, sometimes this can point to mental stress, and it could have a pressure on our health. But there is recovery here pointed with these cards. Sometimes also with this combination, it points that we have less patience. So for some reason here, maybe due to stress, maybe due to certain conditions, we are less resistant to stress here, and our patience can wear thin here. This is what we are seeing here. For some people also, what this could mean is that they are sensitive for contacts with the other side. For people who are into that, like you could easily access the other side, like people who passed away, you have feelings from the other side. Here, this is what we are seeing here. It's like here we have this could be connected to the occult, to the other side here with this combination of cards. Anyway, if you feel under the weather for a long time, it's best here also, if you would experience certain health issues that are lingering on, it's wise here also with this combination to do a general checkup. We never know, especially if it keeps lingering on here, but mostly we discover easy. For some people, if they work hard, they could be confronted with a burnout if there's too much stress here with this combination. The positive side of this is that if certain things in our life no longer serve us, we lose them. It's like a healthy loss, something we are happy to get rid of. This is what we are seeing here. It's like a natural ending of certain things in our life. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the coffin and the house. The coffin and the house here, maybe we are, for certain reasons, we are more absent from our home. We could be in another location. This is what we are seeing here with this card. Maybe this has something to do with our stability. This is what the cards tell us here. And it also means recovery after a difficult phase here. We see the same here again. As I said, if you are in the other side, it's possible and you feel under the weather that you need to take a break. This is what this card tells us here. Maybe something is discovered if you do a checkup that is related to your family. Maybe there's something in the family that is inherited here, and we are related to that. But you will know what the problem is, because probably your grandfather or your grandmother's side had certain issues, and these issues here could come up here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. If we sometimes also this combination here, we could have that if there are privacy issues, we need to be careful here that people are not penetrating our home, not only by unwanted guests, but also maybe somebody is trying to investigate your privacy. This could be somebody close to you, but somebody here with this combination tries to get information for you, go into your private life, try to find things out from your privacy here. And probably you're not very happy with this if you get to know this. So be careful that certain people don't try to investigate you in ways or expose you in certain ways that that you don't like. We need to be careful here also with this combination. Sometimes with this combination, what we could also have that water, if we access water for relaxation, for meditation, this could have a positive effect here on our home. Sometimes also it points that if we are alone, that we have memories of our past as a child. So we remember our past, what happened in our past. For some, this will be negative. For other people, this will be very positive here. But it's like we remember something here out of our past. Also, this is a very good combination. If we upwork a house, for instance, if you have a house and you need to upwork it, sometimes it points that we use a lot of recycled materials here, that we recycle the house, we build it up here from the ground here with this combination of cards. Sometimes the positive side of these things, but it will not apply for everybody, as we do some changes in our house, and let's assume you dig something, you need to dig some holes for something around your house. It's possible with this combination that you find something from value. This is what we see here also. This is the positive side of this combination of cards. If we are making a lot of reflections about ourselves, you could really go deeper inside yourself. And here we get to know, we are confronted with the deeper spiritual side of yourself. And probably this is a side of yourself that you don't expose to nobody. This is what we are seeing here. But as I said, be careful here with your privacy. It's not invaded, because we could be confronted here. Again, here this points to portals to the other side, that we are connected to the other side. Our house is a portal to the other side. We are a portal to the other side. This is what we are seeing here. So if you experience certain things about that, it's possible, but it's not necessarily frightening. It could be a good thing here. This is what the cards are telling here. Anyway, there's also on the relationship here, it points that we have a karmic relationship with certain people in our life. Anyway, be careful on the other side then. This is then for general here for that I say for Gemini. Sometimes also we need to be careful in certain areas that we are not suppressed. It's possible that governments put certain medications up on us. We know all with the viruses what is going on now, and this points also to that. If you don't agree with that, you could have pressure across from governments for taking certain medications. Be careful if you go into that. Make a wise choice, because as we know, we only have one body here. This is what we are seeing here. It could undermine, if there is put pressure on you from governments, from authority, that the love for your country is declining. This could what we have because of the pressure that we are experienced. We could have a very dominant environment here in our home or country. Like this is what we are seeing here. But the positive side is if we receive guests at home, we are a very good host. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Certain traditions in your life, how you were raised as a child, you could review them. For instance, if you had a certain tradition related to your family and you think it's no longer serving you, it's possible that you let it go. So this could also appear with these card here, this card here. Then we go in the vertical lines, we have the cross, the child and the tree. The cross and the child here, sometimes due to problems, we evolve to a different level of consciousness. This is what we are seeing here. We saw here already that you are sensitive for the other side, and here we see the development. Anyway, you have learned, assimilated certain lessons, and this made you also more sensitive for all kinds of experiences in your life. This is an important, destined new beginning that is about to come in your life. This is what we are seeing here. You could be a little bit inexperienced in the whole thing, and it could be a little bit a burden in the beginning, but as it evolves, you will become more stable in that area, because we have the tree here and the tree grows. This is what we are seeing here. In the beginning, it could be, if this applies on you, it could make you a little bit shaken up. This is what we are seeing here, because you are a new beginner in that area here with this combination. It's possible also that if we have children, that our children are on an under pressure. This is pressure, this is your child, and it's possible that your child is, for a certain reason, is under pressure, maybe due to school, maybe due to other areas. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. This is literally that our children could also have a hard time. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe they're a little bit weak, as I said, maybe they're under the weather. This is what we are seeing here, but we will try to make them more stable. We will help them in getting over this problem, because we have the tree there and we take care of their health. This is what we are seeing here, or we try to take care of their health. Anyway, also it points that we take responsibilities regarding our children. So if we need to take certain responsibilities, even these responsibilities are heavy towards our children, we will take them. We will be responsible normally with this combination of cards. For some people, this is a limited group, it can also point that finally you would be pregnant. Or as a couple, you are pregnant, man or woman, you are both pregnant here. It's possible here there is a pregnancy here, maybe that you are already waiting for a long time. Then we have the child and the tree here. Here we see that our potential, whatever that means, our spiritual, our religious potential, our responsibility potential, here it's at fully exposed. We really come into a new phase of development here. Old habits we left behind. This could be a mental thing that we leave behind. Maybe there's also our body. We eat healthier. We could have literally a change of our body looks different. Maybe you lose weight. You eat more healthy. Maybe you do more sports. This is what we are seeing here. Or maybe you take care of yourself due to the pregnancy, or you eat more healthy as a couple due to the pregnancy. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, the tree is a very positive card if you have health issues for overcoming that here. Sometimes also it points in the relationship, there could be an age difference, because sometimes the cross is an older card, so it's possible, but not necessarily so. We get also, if we felt less trust for certain areas in our life, we will see that our trust is growing. This is what we are seeing here. If we belong to a certain group, also the company or the spiritual group or the religious group or any group that you belong to, there will come more people to you here. Here we see also again that your natural sixth sense is more developed here. It always comes back here with this combination. If certain things, small wrinkles were made in the water in your life, you will see this has very big effect. Or if you say something, you could have a very big influence if you say something on people. Even if you say small words, they could really have a big impact if you belong to certain groups. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Sometimes this combination also, it points us that our children become more mature. They go from a baby into the next level. They become older, or they become more mature. They go in next stages of their life. Your children here, they become more mature. They are mature. They become more independent. They go to high school. They go to university. Here we see that the level is changing. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the clovers, the key, and the coffin. The key and the clovers here, it means that we approach the things very smart, in a smart way. There's some gifts upon us. Gemini is a very smart sign. They know how to use their head. This is what we are seeing here. And if we use our gifts, we could really have a breakthrough here. There are a lot of abilities here probably that we are about to use. There's some kind of, as I said, there's blessings upon us here. We see things clear, maybe because of things that are happening or happened in your life, because it's the past, this is the now, this is the future. Maybe because things that recently happening, you get more clarity in your life, and you will attract more good things in your life. This is what we are seeing here. If you had certain issues, these will be worked out very easy. With the key, things work out very easy. There's like easy for finding a way out. This is what we are seeing here. Mostly also we are more happy with certain opportunities that we are get. You will allow yourself also to enjoy life more, because probably you didn't want to, but it's possible here that you want to enjoy more. If certain opportunities come to you, you need to take these opportunities now, because some things don't come back. So if certain opportunities that you wished for are coming to you, take these opportunities, because if the bus stops, we need to get on, because if the bus is gone, sometimes it don't return. So this is what we are seeing here also with this combination. But there will be easy solutions here. You get access to certain areas in your life. You check out if you can be part of something. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the key and the coffin. Here certain areas in our life are unlocked here. If we were not allowed, if certain areas in our life were off limit or not possible, here we see things become possible. There's a successful completion here, a positive closure of certain things here. If we want to put an end to something, if we want to end something, whatever area in our life, this is the right time. The end, we need to stop and we begin with something new. So you close something off and you go into the next phase. So probably this can have many areas in your life, but you know what it will mean here for yourself. But this ending is very important for you, that this happens here. There's a big life change here for you coming in a positive way. This is what we are seeing here, and we will accept that this is finally over. Maybe there's a kind of grief upon us, but sometimes even if the situation, if we have relief, also it's associated with a certain grief. Even though the situation was stressing, we could have certain griefs here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we will be able to let go of something. This is what we are seeing here, but it's an imminent, important ending here that we are seeing here. Probably it's a positive thing here that we lose certain things. Then we come in the third line. We have the garden, the mice, and the house. The garden and the mice here. Sometimes also we need to be careful, as I mentioned earlier, that people don't try to give us a bad reputation. So be careful if you operate in certain areas of your life, that these people, don't have a, that they don't try to manipulate you, they don't try to influence you, they don't try to put you in a bad spotlight here. With this combination, sometimes we need to be careful. Also, these points that we need to be careful that they don't gossip about our work or about our business here. We need to be careful with this combination here. So be preventive if you can, be smart. You can solve it, but you need to be attentive to it. The mice, we need to attend. As I mentioned earlier, you need to be attentive to gossip. If you know it's there, we need to seriously talk to these people and have a serious conversation with them about these about this gossip that is going on. But you will see if it's on you or not. Sometimes if we go to public events and we tell the truth, or we tell certain spiritual truth, or we tell certain truths to people, we could have the feeling that the truths that we are telling are unwelcome. Not everybody can accept certain truths, and you could be confronted with that also. And this could cause gossip, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you are lying, because with the cross, mostly we don't. But you need to be careful this don't get a tail, as they say. So be careful here. If you tell the truth, you could some have effects of that here. If we tell the truth, this could in several areas of your life here with this combinations. Certain acquaintances that you have will also disappear out of your life. Not necessarily friends, but we could have some loss of friends here. This is what we are seeing here. We could have worries about certain associates here. This is what we are seeing here. For some people, this could literally mean that they have certain unwanted rodents in the gardens or in their garden or in their house here. So double check also for that one, because sometimes the mice are literally here, what we are seeing here. But as I mentioned earlier, be careful also that your house is well locked up. Certain people that you are confronted with could have an unhealthy attitude. You might not see it immediately, but they could have an unhealthy attitude here, and you could have a conflict about that here with them, and you will be doubting. Do I need to expose that? Do I need to be responsible, or do I need to let it go? But the best thing to do for that, you need to have good foundation. So if you expose certain lies, certain untruths, if you tell the truth, and if you expose this from other people, see that you have good roots, that it's solid, that you can prove it, and dig deep. The coffin goes deep. So you need to find out, investigate, and you have the key, you will find it. You need to see that you have proof. And this will finish the whole thing if you have proof. So you need to make your bed before you sleep. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the mice in the house. Again, here we need to be careful in our house. We need to see that everything is in order. Sometimes also it means if our house is not organized, we need to reorganize our home. If your house is a little bit dusty, or if you really need to organize it, maybe it's time for reorganization of your house. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Also, if you function in certain groups, and you explain them something, it's possible that you always need to repeat this, and it could have a draining effect on you. This is what we are seeing here. There could literally be some troublemakers in our life, or stress makers here with this combination. Also be careful if you let people in your house, even family members, we cannot always trust with things in our house, with belongings in our house, because sometimes this points also to family members that we have trust in, and maybe this trust is misplaced. But of course, it will not apply on everybody, but there's a possibility here. The cards give possibilities, they are not static, they are not fixed, but the things are here. I need to mention this. This is possible here with this combination. Be careful also. It's possible that you change a lot. Gemini, sometimes they change. And it's possible that your family, they cannot hold up with you. You change so much that the family dynamics are changing, and maybe they cannot follow, and they start talking. So we need to be careful for that also. And we will not necessarily change in a negative way, because you change in a positive way, but some people cannot follow us if we change. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Then we see if we can add something more in the cross here. We have the garden, the cross, the key, and the garden. The cross and the key here, this is very good for successfully moving forward. I just see if I can add something here. Subconscious, we become more aware, we take more responsibilities, even though the responsibilities are painful, not easy, we will take them. With this combination of cards, we will find solutions. We accept responsibility. If you have had pain, mental or physical pain before, this will also be relieved. This is what we are seeing here. We will find out exactly if there would be something wrong, what is wrong with us here. And we sometimes will be conflicted. Maybe this comes due to the groups that we are functioning in or the family. We sometimes will be confronted with dogmatic thinking versus open-mindedness. This is what this combination tells us also. Then we have the key and the house. If you work in your home, this is a good combination for working in your home or for working things that are related to spirituality, to religion. This is a positive thing. Doors go open, opportunities come here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that we have a neighbor next to us that needs caring, and maybe we attend them or we help them. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Maybe because you help this neighbor, they have a method that they use for alternative healing, and you learn some things about that. This is possible also. Maybe the problem that the neighbor has, and you come in contact with that, they use medication out of the ordinary, and you get knowledge also of this. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that they literally give you the key to their house for helping them here because they trust you. This is what we are seeing here. If you give the key to your house for somebody for some reason, be careful with that. Anyway, you can access here to certain people's their life. They literally could give you the key to their house here with this combination here. If you are looking for certain family secrets, or you're not looking, they could still come to you. So it's possible that with this combination, something of your family is revealed to you. This is what we are seeing here. Something, this might be something darker, and maybe that you were not aware of, and it has two sides. You could be not very happy about it, or you could be surprised about it, or it could shock you. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also that we let certain family members go. This is what we are seeing here, especially if they are very dogmatic in thinking, restrictive. It's possible that we take distance, and in a quiet, diplomatic way, it's like we take distance. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the garden, the key, and the tree. The garden and the key here, again, here we see an important meeting. We will reveal something in public. We will discover something due to people that we are communicate with. This is important, these public meetings that we are having here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. You will reveal probably something to the public. Also, it's possible that you get information and you reveal that to the whole public. For instance, I'm giving an example here. It's not necessarily so, but if you discover certain things, medical facts, because we have the tree here and we have the coffin here, so it's possible that you discover certain things in your let's say congregation, if you're in your spiritual group, in your religious group, and you discover certain facts, you gather information, and you announce something that is put upon by governments. So you make this public. But you know, this has two spots now, it has two sides, but it's possible with this combination that you choose to expose it, because you will take responsibility. You will feel responsibility for the group that you are functioning in. Some people will be grateful for that, but we know there is another side. Some people cannot handle this truths here for certain reasons. Maybe they have taken certain decisions about their body, and now they are confronted with certain truths maybe that they don't like. So this is what we are seeing here. But you will find to try a solution here that is good for everybody. But doing good for everybody is not an easy exercise. We all know something. And then we have the key and the tree. You will achieve a very important goal, a milestone, as we say here. If it's your own health, there is recovery here. If you have, if you are single, sometimes also this points that we give or we get access to somebody's body, or somebody gives us access to their body. This is what we are seeing here. So if you are in a relationship, this could also point to that. For instance, if this could be the first steps that you engage in sensuality, in sexuality, we get access. Or we give somebody access. This is what we are seeing here. We will also try to master our lifestyle in a more healthy way here. We will not complain, we will just take care of our health. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. So Gemini, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you want to add more information, financial information, you can find also the philosophical financial card readings. And we have done the specific spiritual card readings. You can find those also. It's more a philosophical approach here. What if you have problems with certain people, how to approach these cards are more an advisor. These are very short card readings. Anyway, Gemini, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for keeping up with me until the end. And of course, thank you for considering subscribing. Bye-bye for now.